Welcome to episode 61 of the We Don't Know Jack podcast. We're not together, we're on Zoom again today. What's going on, Emily?
Not much. I am exhausted from work today.
You're fine.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're laying on a couch right now.
I'm always laying on the couch. I'm nice and comfortable on my couch.
Yeah.
This couch is awesome. It sucks you in and it hurts to get out of, but it's a great couch. I have no idea where
Sure.
it came from. We got a couch.
Is it a lazy boy?
It's comfortable, whatever it is, though.
Okay.
It's comfortable. I'm comfortable. I'm in uncomfortable clothes, but
That
life.
doesn't look uncomfortable. It's just a collared shirt.
The shirt's fine. The pants are a little tight.
Okay.
Well, I
Too
got a
big
belt
for
on. That's
pants.
the problem.
Loosen the belt.
That's a good idea. I should loosen the
I'm
belt.
like that. I'm like you're complaining about things you can
Oh,
wear.
there we go. I can breathe now. That's way better.
Yeah, you don't have to suck in.
No, I don't. I have clothes that actually fit now, like nice clothes that fit. They look good.
Do you not wear that today?
I wore this today, but I wasn't hosting today, so I wasn't wearing super.
Oh,
This was just nicer, just kind of more casual, professional.
yeah.
I wear the same pants usually. I wear khaki pants usually. Yeah, nice khaki.
Yeah, I usually have jeans on.
I try not to wear jeans. I wear jeans in the wintertime. I wear jeans in
Well,
a
everyone I worked with wears jeans and a t-shirt.
yeah,
So,
well, we're a little more fancy.
yeah,
I
I
have to
get to
look
play
nice.
with computers.
They want me to comb my hair.
I don't know. Okay.
No, they've never told me to comb my hair. It's just it's one of those things you can kind of tell when you read the dress codes. You're supposed to comb your hair. Can't look like a bum.
I feel like that should be basic for any job.
Yeah, yeah, probably. So what have you been doing? Anything exciting?
Um, Went to dinner with friend of the show, Abby.
Oh,
So we went out
yeah,
last
dinner,
night
but
while it was raining.
oh, yesterday.
And yeah. Um, we almost had a Michael Scott moment at work with the tornado sirens going off. That
What?
you ever seen the fire drill
Oh
episode?
yeah.
It was like that because we're based in the building, you can't hear a tornado siren.
Oh,
So, someone came down from the second floor and told us, "Hey, there's a tornado siren going on." And we were debating if we had to like go into the shelter or not.
you usually know with tornadoes. You know.
Oh, we no, we literally didn't know because we didn't
No, I
hear.
know. I'm saying if you need to go downstairs or not. Usually you know.
But we had the radars pulled up, and the guy I'm sitting with, he has the radar pulled up on his like two monitors. And the woman walks over and she goes, "That's right by my house." She's like, my son is in the eye of the storm right now.
That's
And
not.
all of us were like, "Is he okay?" She goes, "Oh yeah, he's fine."
It wasn't too bad of a storm. I don't think any tornadoes really touched down or anything. It was just a lot of wind and a lot of storm, a lot of rain.
Well, I know I got the text from
From Lindenwood,
Lindenwood.
I
Do
got
you
that
still
too.
get those?
Yeah, Dan
Okay,
got
yeah,
that
because
too.
I got one about there being a tornado warning, and then another one saying seek shelter.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about it.
I wasn't either because
My
it
room was in
was
the basement. I was in my bed. I was
it
fine.
was all south of where I was, so
Yeah,
that was fine.
fine. It was fine here. It just rained. It rained a lot.
Yeah,
I watched
I
trivia, and we were sitting outside with Terry and Vicky, and it was raining so hard I couldn't hear them.
well, I thought it was supposed to
It's covered
rain.
patio. It's not a.
Yeah, but I thought it was supposed to rain today, but I didn't see anything
Yeah, I don't think it did
like
much. It's
outside. It might tomorrow. I don't know.
supposed to rain until like Monday.
Let's see. Let's do a live weather
Last
report.
time I looked, it was supposed to rain all week.
Uh, Tomorrow at 9 a.m., scattered thunderstorms and rain until about 6 p.m.
Sounds about right.
So, and
That time of
then
year.
Sunday, wait, my days are so mixed up. Saturday afternoon into the night, it's going to rain too. So,
Great.
we have pretty much a
Well, our buddy
weekend
with the
full of
boat wanted to
rain.
go out this weekend, and I told him no.
Who?
Our buddy with the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
To
couldn't
go out in general or go out on the boat?
on the boat.
Oh,
He didn't give
well,
me enough time. He only gave me like 8 days, and I need like 12. I need to take off work. I need a warning,
yeah.
and then I would have had to get you on board with it, and it would have been a whole other thing.
Why do I have to get on board
Like,
with it?
I figured you would want to go.
Yeah, but if I gotta take off work, no.
Well, you don't work Saturdays or Sundays, do you?
No.
That's
See,
what I'm
like,
saying.
why do you, so do they, is game show open all the time,
Pretty much
every day?
8 to midnight usually.
So you don't know what day or what time you're scheduled.
It's based around what books, because we don't take walk-ins, so you have to schedule in advance.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And then there's something where if you book it day of, you got to pay a 15%. If there's a 15% tip automatically added. So,
Oh,
yeah. Money's been good this week. I did a
yeah.
catering show and I made a lot of money. A lot of money.
Well, that's good.
A lot for one show. It was a stupid amount of money.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's fun. I'm glad I'm back. I did 7 shows on Saturday. We got a new schedule and it's intense. It's an easy job. It's a fun job. It's 7 shows
Yeah.
back is a lot.
I'm like, if it's easy, don't complain about
It's
it.
easy, but it's a lot. You know what I mean? Like it's one show is easy, 7 shows is difficult.
Yeah. I bet it gets repetitive too.
Repetitive. It's you. My voice can only I can only yell for so long.
Yeah. Well, were you hosting all of them?
5 of them.
Oh, so you did most of it.
Yeah, and I didn't have we just kept going too because it was one after because we're on a tighter schedule now, so you just gotta move.
Yeah,
So
that sounds exciting.
it was fun. I mean, it was money was good. People were nice. They understood what was going on.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story later.
Okay.
I can't tell it on here, but I'll tell you later. But yeah, other than that, not a lot. I just been working. Went to dinner with my
Yeah.
dad the other day. Hadn't seen him in a while, so that was nice. Had some
How's wrestling going?
wrestling.
I heard a little bit about the people being mad about
Oh
wrestling.
yeah, our truth, beloved our truth, the most beloved wrestler maybe ever. Our truth, Ronnie the Truth Killings. He's a good guy, he's beloved, happy, just fun loving dude. They told him they weren't renewing his contract. His last match ever is that title match with Cena, which is a fitting way to go out for him. But it's sad because he's yeah.
But the fact, like, it would be different if they advertised it like it was his last
Yeah, they
match
didn't give him any of that. They just
instead
sent
of
him
just
out.
being like, oh, this is your,
That's
you
sad.
wrestle and then, oh, who knows what's gonna happen.
Carlito's gone too. We can mention him, but Carlito got the boot too. I mean,
What?
truth is 53 years old. He's not a spring chicken anymore.
I feel like he's still gonna go somewhere else though.
He might focus on music. I don't know. Because he's a good singer.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh yeah, it's just sad because he's so likable and he's so popular and he's been there for so long.
Yeah.
And then there was rumors the Miz was leaving too, and I was gonna be mad. You know how much I like the Miz.
I so you know when you're scrolling on Instagram and sometimes you'll get the little pop-up about threads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those. It said like it was one of the clickbait things of being like breaking the Miz might leave. And
He
it was like,
removed he unfollowed WWE and removed him from his bio. It's probably a work because the last time him and Truth were together, he turned on Truth. So
okay.
it could be a work, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm kind of sad about it. I like our Truth. He's a good guy, like I said. Um, Everybody on internet was all upset about it, and there's people all over. We want truth. We want truth. They're trying to get him to bring him back. They might. They might not. They probably won't. They don't listen to the fans. But
Yeah.
there's a backstage picture Rhea posted, and this is relevant to the. I didn't pick up on this. I saw the comments. She's wearing an R Truth shirt and a like very bright red sports bra. You can see it
Okay.
when she's on TV. She's just wearing a sports bra. It's just weird. They don't normally wear just a sports bra on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I think they made her take it off.
They made her take off the shirt.
The Truth shirt. Yeah, I think so. I haven't looked into this at all. This is just speculation. I saw something. Wrestle Talk said something about them censoring Truth, and it was the picture of Rhea. But yeah, if you look it up, if you she's wearing an R Truth shirt with and you can see it like it the bright red sports bra,
Yeah. Huh.
and then she's just wearing the bra on TV.
I don't know, they
It's
might have.
unusual. That's not like a normal TV attire.
Yeah.
Usually there's either gear or an oversized shirt. So yeah, it was strange. Mariah May's in NXT, which is awesome. Her and Tony Storm carried AEW for the last year, and now she jumped ship. She's the first woman ever in North America to have a 5-star match, according to Meltzer. Her and Tony, so she's a big deal.
Okay.
Well, Meltzer's kind of Meltzer, but
I haven't heard of those people.
Mariah May. You don't watch AEW.
I
You don't.
know.
You don't watch
I don't
wrestling.
watch any wrestling, but like I know our truth.
Our truth is that well, Tony and Mariah are young. They're both like 27.
Okay.
They're young. Tony's really good. She's doing this 50s gimmick where she's like a glamour model from the 50s.
Is that the one? Oh, you showed me a video.
Yeah, like the Marilyn Monroe thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know what I showed you.
Yeah. I was like, when you said 50s, I go, okay, now I know.
When Tony Khan about spit water across the room.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. She came into the last press conference and Luther's holding her butler. She's
Uh-huh.
carrying her in like a bride. And she says, I need you some water. And he leans her over and she grabs a water bottle with her mouth, picks it up and throws it back like that with her teeth, drinks it, sets it down, and looks over at Tony Khan sitting there. She goes, "Hello, boss."
God.
Or she's
And
just like, "Boss."
she does like an accent with it.
No, she's Australian.
No, I thought she was doing the like transatlantic accent
She
that
might be
they
doing that too,
had
but
in
she's
the
also
50s.
she was the one that Shaza got on me about. Do you
For
remember when
what?
I mentioned New Zealand?
Yeah.
That was who we were talking about.
Oh, she's from New Zealand. You just said she was from Australia, so you
Yeah,
got it wrong two
the
times.
general area of Australia. She's Australian.
No,
She's from the continent of Australia.
New Zealand is an island off of
It's
Australia.
from the continent of Australia, so I was right.
Continent, not
Yes.
the country.
Anyway,
Do I need to pull up a map for you to
no,
look
no,
at?
Shaz already let me hear about that enough.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that
I
again.
don't know if I have the video for that. I don't know if I was recording it. I think we just have the audio.
I don't
But
think you were.
she looked so disappointed in me.
We both did, but I was so happy that, that she like called you out on it.
Yeah, she got me quick. Shaz is awesome though. She's cool. She's real cool. She's
Yeah.
nice to me. I've seen her 3 or 4 times since then, and she's always been real cool to me.
Hmm.
She's cool. But yeah, it was kind of funny. Tony Storm's just like, "Hello, boss," as she's
Yeah.
being carried around by her gigantic butler. It's AEW. I don't know. I don't watch it much anymore because it's on Wednesday nights, and Collision just sucks.
Any more thoughts on that? You won't get your true feelings out?
I'm just saying, Collision sucks, and they've killed Ring of Honor. So
Okay.
some friends of the show have been on Ring of Honor, but Shaza, Tootie, I don't remember who else. I can't even remember everybody we've had on.
You gotta look back at the list we
Yeah.
have.
Well, the girls have been on AEW and
Yeah.
on AEW more. Yeah. That's my wrestling update. Mariah May though coming to NXT is cool. She should be main roster. She's a superstar, but I think she's got to learn the WWE way real quick.
Yeah.
She won't be there long. The girls they brought in lately, Julia from Japan, she was there 6 months. Stephanie Vicar, she was there 6 months. They debuted the same night, so about 6 months. And then Jordan Grace debuted around the Rumble, and
So,
she's getting called up soon.
so when you say they're not gonna be there for long, like they get fired or they just move
No,
on to something else?
they're gonna move from NXT to Raw and SmackDown.
Okay,
Is NXT? I don't want to call it the minor leagues. They call it the developmental show, but the women's division in NXT is incredible. It's really, really good.
okay.
It's really good. Raw and SmackDown women's divisions, they need to learn from Sean. Sean needs to teach them how to book the women's division because they are really, really good down there. They are
Okay.
really they are incredible. Some of the girls down there
Why don't they just move them up?
because they still need a TV show.
Yeah, but then they can bring in new people.
Well, they could, but you got a TV show. You need it to be good still.
True.
That's why Roxanne was down there for so long because they needed somebody. Braun Breaker too. You know Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
He was there for way longer than he needed to be because he was doing good things and he was good for ratings.
Mm.
He's in a group with Rollins now. Bronson Reed joined them this past week, which is cool. It's Seth and Braun and Braun. Got a foul
Who
ball.
was the other big guy that got released?
Braun Strowman.
Okay, that's who I thought.
Yeah, he's not there anymore.
I got him mixed up with the other
Bronson
one.
Reed and Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
There's a Braun Strowman, a Bronson, and a Braun.
They
Braun,
don't
Braun,
need
and Bronson.
they need to get like stage names.
Those are stage names.
Change it to something else because apparently that name is
Well,
not
Braun Strowman, his real name's Adam Scher. Or I don't know his. I keep wanting to call him Jonah. He was Jonah in New Japan. I never watched him in Japan. But Bronson Reed is a big old guy. I don't know where he's from, but he's big. He's real big. They what did they do with him? I don't know his real name. But then Braun Breaker, his real name is Bronson Rechsteiner.
okay. He's the only one that could keep Braun because
Braun
that's
Strowman
his
doesn't work
name.
there anymore.
Yeah.
Bronson Rechsteiner is such a better name than Braun Breaker.
I don't know. If he's going, he can keep. I'll give him credit. He can keep the name Braun because it is his real name. The other two need to change.
Let me check and make sure. I think that's his real name. Let's see here. Bronson Rechsteiner is his name, yeah.
Okay. So he can keep the name.
Yeah.
The other two need to change.
Yeah. So, also, other news, the Survivor 50 cast came out.
I have not seen it
We
yet.
tease this. I don't know if you're going to know any of these names. I'll pull it up real quick. I thought I had it pulled up, but I
Are
don't.
they old people who have been on the show before?
Yes. They're all
Okay.
people you've heard of. Well, the first, so Probes did a reveal of this the other day. There was a whole thing where he was drawing names out of the urn. It was a cool thing. So I'll read off the names. I know 12 or 13 of them. There's a lot of new people. There's a lot. I'm not a big fan. They picked a lot of recent people that
Okay.
there's 8 people from the last 4 seasons.
How many people total?
24. It's the biggest cast ever. For some reason, they're still doing 26 days. They have the biggest cast in the history of the show, and they're doing 24 days. So I'll go through these names real quick.
Okay.
First one from season 1 all the way back in 2000, very first season, Jenna Lewis, which is pretty cool. She's back. She hasn't been on. She'll be the longest gap between players ever.
So she was only on season one.
She was on season 1 and season 8. She did All Stars too. She
Okay.
she came in third place to Boston Rob and Amber.
Okay.
So I'm excited for her. I don't know how she is now. I know she has kids. She's a mom. She was the on season 1. She was the pretty girl. She was cast as the pretty girl.
Okay.
She did pretty good. Whatever. I haven't watched Borneo in a long time, but she talks a lot from what I remember. And then she had a sex tape that came out, and that was a thing.
Okay, that that was information not needed.
I don't know. It's a thing. A sex tape came out, and I think she was getting money from it. Season two, the All American Colby Donaldson, one of the most famous contestants ever. 70 million people watched his episode, his first episode. He was a super fan favorite then. He was on Australia, he was on All Stars, and he was on Heroes Villains. He came in second on All Star. He didn't do good on, he came in 12th on All Stars. He got second on Australia, and he got fifth on Heroes Villains. They said he was like really good at challenges the first season,
Okay.
and then he was really bad on Heroes Villains.
Okay.
They somebody called him Superman in a fat suit.
Like that, what does he look like? Is he
That's what he looks like.
in a fat suit?
Well, he got out of shape. He wasn't out of shape, but he was just really bad, really bad at
I feel
challenges.
like he doesn't look fat.
No. From season 10, 11, and 20, Stephanie LaGrossa. She married Kyle Kendricks. He pitched for the Phillies.
Okay.
She's well known for being the only contestant ever to be on a tribe of one. Her entire tribe was so bad. I can't remember the name of the tribe. So
Was
if I
she the
can
only one left?
the only one left. They're the worst tribe in Survivor history.
Oh my God.
They lost every single challenge. And yeah, she made the jury. And she got to come back next year, got second place, lost to Danny Boatwright. And then was the first one, or the second one out on Heroes Villains. She got her shoulder dislocated. And
Oh. Well,
that's
I don't count that because I was a
no,
mess.
they put it right back in, but they voted her butt out later.
Oh, well.
Um,
Okay.
maybe my least favorite contestant. This is gonna give me some hate on the internet. Sari Fields. I cannot stand Sari. This is Sari. I don't know if you've seen her before.
No.
Sari has been on, it's her fifth time. She's never gonna win. They rigged a season of Big Brother for her. Still lost. She won Traders. I will say that. She
Okay.
won Traders. But I think she's the most overrated contestant in the history of the show. She hasn't won yet. She's not going to win. She's going to be out early, I think. She was on Panama, Micronesia, which is fans versus favorites. She was on Heroes, Villains. She did bad on that. And then she got advantaged out on Game Changers. So I don't know. I don't like Cerise. Cerise not a fan of. I'm not a fan of hers. I'm also not a fan of Ozzy. Ozzy's been on 15 times too. I don't know if you've seen Ozzy before.
I don't believe so.
I'm not. Ozzy was another challenge beast. He was on Cook Islands. He was on Fans Favorites. He was on. Um, what was the season? So it says all the seasons, but I'm trying to see what I can remember. He was on South Pacific. Season almost rigged for him. There was a Redemption Island twist. He got voted out. Came back twice. Still couldn't win. And then Game Changers. He did all right. Coach. Everybody loves Coach or hates Coach. The Dragon Slayer.
Okay, I've seen him.
He's awesome. He was on my favorite season ever. One of my favorite seasons ever, Token Teens in Africa, season 18. He did all right there. He was crazy. And then he came back on Heroes Villains and got bullied by a couple of people because he was wearing a feather in his hair, going to tribal and being crazy and being coach. And then he came back for 23 South Pacific and he got super. Him and Ozzy were like captains, like how
Okay.
Boston Rob was with Russell. I don't know if you ever seen that one.
No.
Boston, the season Boston Rob won. He was like a captain kind of thing. There was two returning people. Wasn't a huge fan of it. And then he took this super religious turn and wouldn't own up to his game and didn't win. Got second. Aubrey from Co Wrong, Game Changers, and Edge of Extinction. She's been on too much lately. She's smart. She's cool. She's not my favorite. Chrissy Hoffbeck. She says she got screwed by the fire making twist. I sort of agree. They did it to keep Ben around. She may have won without it, but that's Chrissy. I don't know why I'm showing the camera every time. We're not posting this.
I've never seen her.
Yeah, she's new. Christian, he's fun. Christian
I've not
is
seen him.
semi the reason I got in. Christian Hubicki is semi part of the reason I got into professional wrestling.
Okay.
He was in alliance with one of my all-time favorite wrestlers, John Morrison. You know, you've heard me talk about John Morrison before.
Uh,
He was the Miz's tag team partner when I started watching wrestling.
okay.
So John was on Survivor, and he was in an alliance called the Bro Chachos with the guy named Dan and Nerdy Christian, and it was great. They were fun. Christian had never been a part of this group before. He was having fun. He was a Bro Chacho, and it was a fun season. He's really good at puzzles. He's a robot scientist. He could win. He's funny. He's entertaining. He's a good social game. He could win. Angelina,
So have any of the people on this new season actually won
two of them.
before?
I'll get to them.
Okay, so two people have actually won.
I don't know either one of them. I've heard of one of them. I never heard of the other one. Like I
Okay.
said, though, I have not seen the newest seasons. You got Angelina Keeley. She was something. She's a train wreck.
I
She really
feel
wanted somebody's jacket, couldn't get it.
I
After
feel like I've seen her.
she voted somebody out to try to get her jacket, asked for the jacket, acted like she didn't vote for her, and then the lady just walked out and didn't give her a jacket. Um, Surprise to no one, creator of School of Rock, the Emoji Movie, and White Lotus, Mike White.
Hmm. I
Mike will
feel
be
like
out early.
that was already kind of a given though,
Yeah, you even
that
do that.
it was like, oh, season 50, people like him from Survivor, and he's also created
So,
like the best show going right now.
from what I remember, he was not a super fan favorite the first time around.
But now he is because
Now
of
he is.
stuff he's made.
There is a scene in David vs. Goliath this season. He's drunk on a reward, and he's walking around the jungle with a glass of wine. He's walking around the jungle because he won a glass
Honestly,
of wine, and it's so
I'm it.
funny. And he's trying to climb a ladder. I don't remember what he was doing, but he had a
A
glass of wine
ladder.
in his hand. It's it. You got to watch this season. That's actually
Okay.
you honestly should watch that one. That one's really good. 37, David vs. Goliath.
37. Okay.
That's a good one. Write that down. That's a good one. Also from 38, Rick Devens. He was a newscaster. I wasn't a huge fan of him. He was kind of a he was the one that had telling the story the whole season, and he wasn't my favorite. He's a good player. He has a chance. He's a good social player. I wanted Kelly or Lauren to win that season, so I was a little disappointed. He didn't win, but he did good. Yeah, he wasn't my favorite. He was one of those Redemption Island type comebacks, and he was fine. But in my mind, once you get voted out, you're gone.
Yeah.
Jonathan Young, the only one of the new players I know, he's good friends with Boston Rob. He's one of the challenge beasts. That's the only thing I know about him. He did all right. He was on 42. Girl named Emily, I don't know anything about her. These next people I don't know anything about. V Valderas, D Valderas, she won her season. She won 45. She's the only one. I mentioned her last week because she was the only one of the new winners that I knew the name of.
Okay.
Q, I heard he almost quit, so I don't know why he's back. I remember seeing he's chaos. He's just pure chaos. Charlie Davis is a big Taylor Swift fan. That's all I know about him. Tiffany, I have no idea who Tiffany is. Genevieve, no idea. Kyle, I believe he won this past season. Joe Hunter, he was more known for the emotional game he was playing with this girl that had autism. They were this team, and it was a cool story. It made Jeff cry. She had a meltdown. Something hit her with the autism, and she had a meltdown after a challenge. And he gave her a big hug and calmed her down. And Probst was crying. It was a whole thing. He got third. Camilla, I don't know who Camilla is, and then there's two people from 49 that I don't know. Let's talk
Okay.
about the cuts.
The cuts.
The people that got cut that were supposed to be on, or were
Okay.
thrown along. Jerry Manthe from season 2, 8, and 20. Jerry was the original villain. If you watch it back, she didn't do anything. She's just annoying. She's not a villain.
That's probably why they didn't bring her back.
No, she was beloved. They loved her and hated her. But she didn't do anything. If you watch the seasons back, she's not a villain. She's just kind of annoying. She got cut. Courtney Yates from China and Heroes Villains got cut. I liked her. Amanda Kimball is one of my all-time favorite players. She got cut or dropped out. Jonathan Penner, another one. He should have been on there over one of the new guys. Jonathan Penner was awesome. I don't know what happened. He got cut out. Who else was it? There was a couple other ones. Some of the surprises: no Boston Rob, no Tony, no Sandra, no Parvati. I'm happy with that. I've seen enough of them.
Well, yeah, but from what I saw of Jeremy on The Traders, that's the only thing I've seen him on. I feel like,
Jeremy, yeah.
yeah, I feel like he could have been brought back.
I don't know if he wants to. I don't think he wants to because he did winners and he didn't look very good on winners from what I remember.
They could have made this his redemption, though.
He played a good game on winners, but I was never a big Jeremy fan. Him and Tony were buddies, and then they really got into it on Twitter. And then I responded to one of the comments Tony said, and then Tony was like, Jack, you're a smart man or something. I thought it was pretty funny.
Okay.
Tony, Tony responded to
We
me on Twitter. I don't
we
remember
do
what.
not need you getting in the middle of Twitter
Oh,
beef.
I was like 17. I just
That's
commented.
still like old enough to know better.
No, I just commented something like I'm on your side, Tony, or something. That's all it was. And he would respond to every Tony didn't know how to work Twitter. And he would respond to every single comment.
He clearly knew how to work it if he was in the middle of a fight.
Oh, it was awesome too. It was hilarious. And I was just commenting like, "Oh, I'm on your side, Tony. I'm rooting for you." And he goes, "Jack, you're a smart man." That's what I remember. I'm excited for it though. It doesn't start till next fall, next spring, so we got a year. We may
Yeah.
do some recaps of it with a friend of the show or a few friends of the show. We'll see.
That's in the works, so let's not
Yeah.
tease too much
Well,
about
that
it.
I mean, we're gonna talk about it no matter what. We might just not do full episodes like we're thinking,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be. I'm excited for it. 49's in the process. 40. They just started filming 50 like 2 days ago.
Okay.
We're all on the island now. I don't know who I think. I think one of the old people is gonna win. I really do. After what happened on Winners, when all the old school winners were the first ones out,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna learn from that. I think Jenna could go far. She's coming fifth and coming third. She's done good both times. She's also 20 years older.
True.
I think this is the biggest gap. No, I know for a fact it's been 40 seasons, so it's been 20 full years since she's been on.
I
Before,
feel like it's gonna be someone in the middle.
yeah, it could be somebody like Aubrey or
Yeah.
Rick or Christian. Christian would be a cool winner. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see it. It could be. I don't know. I can see Jenna doing really good. Sarie's gonna go early. I can already tell Sarie's gonna go early.
Watch her win.
Yeah. If she
I'm like,
wins,
you're just jinxing her now.
I'm just not a fan. I just don't think she's that good. I've seen every season she's been on. She's good, but I don't think she should be in this category of all-time legend like people say she is. She's just had a
How
lot of chances.
how many times has she been on?
She's played 4 seasons. This will be her fifth.
Okay.
So it'll be the most ever with her and Ozzy. And her and Ozzy have been kind of synonymous for a while. They were both on Game Changers. They were both on Fans vs. Favorites. I honestly would not call Sari a game changer, in my opinion. I'm just not a.
I I don't know anything she's
Well,
done.
so
So
her first season, she couldn't make fire and she lost. That's how the game works. You can't make fire, you go home. On a
I'm
tie,
like, you're on an island.
on a tie vote at Final Four, that's not screwed. The vote got tied. You had to make fire. You lost. You go home. That's not screwed. Next season, yeah, they thought it was going to be a final three, and it was a final two, and she lost the immunity. Amanda won it, sent her home, and Parvati beat her. I get that. The third time she got idled, Tom Westman idled her out. Okay. The fourth time she was going pretty far. Everybody at tribal council had an advantage or an idol, some kind of safety power, and everybody was safe, and they had to vote her out because nobody else could take votes.
Yeah.
There was not one vote cast for her. She was not going anywhere. She may have done well, but she didn't have an advantage. That's on her. That's just my opinion.
It just seems like bad luck. It's
It
been
is. It's bad.
happening.
It is bad luck, but you need luck to win.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna take a little break real quick because of Zoom, and we will be right back. And we're gonna play some trivia. All right, one day, Emily, I'll pay for this. When I get a full-time job, I'll pay for it.
One day. Just gotta wait for that day to come.
Yeah. All right. So we talked about the cast for Survivor 50. Last week I named all of the winners. Now,
Yes, you did.
I could name the runners up, but I don't think Emily wants me to do that because I
If you want, I can pull up a list. It's
okay.
up to you.
We can do both. We can do both.
Okay?
So let's do the trivia first, and then I'll name all the runners up. So Emily wrote 10 questions. For how many questions? 10?
I did 10.
10. I have no idea. She doesn't know Survivor, so I have no idea that it's gonna be really easy or really hard. And I have some questions about her favorite show later
Yeah.
on. Now, I'll tell you the questions I wrote took them off Reddit. So I have no idea.
Okay.
That-
I took mine off of Google and one of them I came up with myself
Okay.
just to see if you knew.
So I'm either gonna do really good or really bad at this. We'll see how these questions are. All right, let's do it. Survivor trivia, and
Who
I'm
was
gonna do this too for YouTube
Oh, okay.
with the video. Survivor trivia.
Who was the youngest player to win?
Youngest to win. Well, it was Judd Fabio Briza for a while. I don't know if that changed, but it was Fabio. No, it's Adam Klein.
Well, from what I found on Google, it said it was Judd.
Okay, then it was.
So I'll give you a point for that
So Adam
because
was born after Fabio was, but Fabio played first.
yeah.
And it was Jenna Maraska for the longest time.
In season 33, up until now, where is Survivor filmed?
Fiji.
Correct. Season 1, who was the first player to get eliminated?
Oh, Sonia.
Do you know the last name?
She just died. She played her ukulele. Sonia, I know it, but I can't think of it. Hold on. I'll get there.
Two first names.
I don't know.
Christopher. I'll give you the point though.
Yeah, I knew it was Christopher. I just couldn't think of her name.
Which
BT Brennan.
player has a record for most days played?
Okay. So if you count Island of the Idols, which I don't because Rob and Sandra were coaches, it's Rob. But I don't think actually think it is. It's Robert Parvati.
Yeah,
Uh
choose one.
hold on. Let me think for a second. Rob and Parvati have both been to the end twice. They both won and they both lost one. So that's 76 right there. They both made the same amount of time on the jury in that other season. Parvati made it farther than Rob did on her first season. So I'm gonna say Parvati.
Wrong. It was Boston
It's
Rob.
not. It's counting that bullshit season. It's not.
Just because you don't count it
No,
doesn't mean
they
other
didn't
people
play.
don't.
They weren't players in the game. They were on. They were like an advantage.
Mo
Wait,
Let's put
wait, wait, wait,
Anchor
wait, wait,
down.
wait, wait. I forgot one. Yeah, it is Rob. Rob did play one more time than.
It says
Damn
he
it.
has 152 days.
Yeah, I forgot about Heroes Villains. I forgot he was on Heroes Villains. He lasted like 17 days, and it would pass her. Damn it! I knew that one.
Who was the first person to quit the game?
Austin
Do you know the last name?
Taylor.
Yep.
He quit Pearl Islands because he sold. So on Pearl Islands season 7, they started out and they jumped off the boat and they ran into a town and they were able to like sell some stuff, whatever they had on them to get supplies for the game, the trade stuff. And he had a full suit on and he traded his suit for wine. And he was just in his boxers and he was so cold that he quit. And he was a whiny baby, but he was the first one to ever quit.
Who placed third on Heroes vs. Villains?
Russell Hance.
Okay. But I googled hard Survivor questions and
These are
apparently
not
these
hard.
are not hard. What season first introduced the hidden immunity idol?
Oh, I think it's Cook Islands, but it's Cook Islands or Fiji. No, 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 it's Guatemala.
God damn it, you guys.
It's Guatemala. Because I
What
remember Gary Hogaboom, the quarterback, was on that season, and I think he found it or he was trying to find it. But yeah, oh yeah, I just saw a thing. CBS posted it yesterday with Gary, and it clicked.
what YouTube gamer was on Survivor?
Oh, I know his name. It's a girl. It's Mari Takahashi.
That was the one I wrote, and I thought you weren't gonna get that one.
She was terrible. She was the second one out in
I
33.
know she got out quick, but
You know who
still,
Mari
she won.
Takahashi is?
Yeah,
She did some kind of porn too at one point.
I did she?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Well, I don't know if you would call it porn, but she's naked in something.
I know her from Smosh. So
Oh, she's in Smosh?
I think when she was on Survivor, she had either just left or she was still on it, but she's not with them now.
Okay. Yeah. I knew Mari. She was
This one I took this one I took straight from Google. So I did not
okay.
rework this at all. This season was a first to see contestants. First off, the grammar on the copy and paste did not go through. Okay, this season was the first season to divide contestants based on their age. What season was it?
Nicaragua. No, 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 no. Panama. Panama.
You have to log in and answer.
Panama, Exile Island.
It was Panama.
It clicked as soon as I said it. So they split up into four tribes by age and gender. So it was old men, old ladies, young men, young ladies.
Who won?
RS won that season, and he was young guys.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah.
Anyway, those were.
RS beat Danielle Di Lorenzo, and Suri came in fourth on that one. Terry Deach should have won that season. Old man Terry Deach should have won that.
I'm kind of surprised it wasn't an old guy.
Terry won
I,
every
I'd be
single
pull,
challenge.
or actually no, I would be rooting for the old women to see if they
The
could.
old women did not do good. They were gone pretty quick because it was four tribes of five, I think, maybe four tribes of four. It was either I think it was I can't remember, but it was I don't know if I've ever actually finished that season, but Terry Dietz was the superstar. He won five immunity challenges in a row and
Oh,
lost
I
the
skipped
final one.
over a question. Hang on.
But yeah, Terry Dietz. So here's some. I'll say this after we finish. But yeah, continue. Last question.
Okay, I got one more question.
All right.
I don't know if you'll get this.
I bet I will.
What is the name of the European show that Survivor is based on?
Northern Expedition.
Are you locking it in?
It's something like that. I don't know. It's Expedition something.
Expedition Robinson.
Yeah, I was in the ballpark.
It was a Swedish show.
Yeah, I was close. All right, so I got
Yeah,
eight.
that question got mixed up with
Yeah,
my
I
topics
should have
for
got that.
today.
I knew that. I should have got that. Okay, I did pretty good. I got 8 out of 10. And the only one I missed, I should have got that Rob one right. I missed Heroes
Yeah.
Villains. I forgot he was on that.
I I thought about that question. I go for someone who's never really watched Survivor, I was like, oh, it has to be Boston Rob.
So here's how. So Rob's first season, he made it to the jury or the merge, but he didn't make the jury. So he made it to about day 17, I think, ish, roughly. And then he came back on All Stars and he made it to the end.
Okay.
Then he was back on Heroes Villains and he was like the fifth one out. So he made it like 12 days, maybe 15 days. He didn't make it very long. And then he made it to the end on Redemption Island. And then he made it to the edge of extinction that last day. So day 36 or whatever on Edge of Extinction. So Parvati did the same thing there. Parvati made it to the end twice. Rob played a whole nother time than she did. I forgot Rob played 5 times. Or wait, no, that's not right.
I think when I found the answer,
Hold on,
it
hold
said
on.
he played 5 times.
I don't think he did. So Parvati played on Cook Islands and she made it to, I think she was like sixth or seventh. So she made it 30 days. And then she made it to the end twice. So that's 76. So she's sitting at 100. She was at 107 when I want to say when Heroes Villains ended. And then she did 36 more days on the other one.
Rob has played 5 times.
That's counting Island because he was on All Stars, he was on Marquesas. Oh, he has played 5 times. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I forgot how to count.
I
Okay,
Yeah, Google would now wrong me there because every website I checked said
you're right.
five
I
times.
mixed something. My math was off. I should have got that one. There, I should have. I heard Probe say it like 2 days ago too, so I should have got that. Yeah, I did all right. I should have done better. Those
Yeah.
were those were not hard questions. I should have got all those.
Well, let's see if yours are hard.
All
Or
right,
not.
let's see if I can bring this up here. So I'm also gonna try to clip this one. Oh shoot. Hold on, I gotta log into my account on my phone.
Yeah, Jack, you did not come prepared today.
Well, I forgot. I don't want to switch tabs because I don't know if it's recording my screen or not.
You should have printed them out.
I
Go
don't do.
old school.
You know what?
Piece of paper.
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm sure it'll be fine. Can you see it? You can't see it, can you?
No, you would have to screen share.
All right. So I know less about this show than you know about Survivor.
To be clear, the show he is quizzing me on is Vanderpump Rules.
Yes. All right. You ready?
When he refers to the show, just know what show he's talking about.
I don't know who any of these people are. I've never heard of any of these people. I've never seen an episode. The only one I've ever heard of is Lisa Vanderpump, and I don't
Okay?
know a single thing about her. Question number one. What did Jax steal in Hawaii?
A pair of sunglasses.
Yep.
And he got arrested.
Was that an oh, that was an easy question?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What is Kristen's clothing line called?
I know she still has a. It isn't it like James May?
Yep. What was the first gift Randall gave Lala? Is that right?
Yeah.
That made everybody suspicious.
Wasn't it? I feel like it was a car. That she had some fancy car.
Can you be more
Or wait,
specific?
was it I think it was a car.
It was a car. Can you be more specific?
I feel like it was a some kind of Mercedes.
It was a Range Rover.
Oh, okay. I knew it was like a either a G-Wagon or something.
You get half credit.
Okay. Well, no, I should get full because it is a car. I was going between that or a flight on the private jet.
Okay. What did Schwartz get tattooed on his ass?
Well, I know he got two tattoos. So if they're talking about early season, he got the word Bubba on
Yep.
his butt cheek, but he also got LVP for Lisa Vanderpump on the other cheek.
Okay. Okay, you're 4 for 4 so
I
far.
should get a bonus point for that one.
I should have got a bunch of bonus points. I gave the backstory on why that guy quit.
I didn't need the backstory.
I gave you the whole run up of how some of these people won.
So it didn't matter. I didn't have the answer for that one.
What is the name of Lisa Vanderpump's home?
Villa Rosa.
Yep. Where did Tom dump a drink over Katie's head?
It was in Mexico. I don't know
Yes.
if they named the place of it.
All right, I'll give you half credit. Squid Row, Mexico.
Okay.
What two cast members are from Utah?
Okay, I know Lalo's from Utah.
Yep.
Kristen's not. I'm doing process of elimination. Katie.
You got it.
There we go.
What year did the show premiere?
I'm going between 2012 or 2014 because I know the fashion was so bad.
I don't know. What's your
Was
answer?
it 12? I think it was 12.
You are wrong.
Was it 14?
You are wrong.
13.
13.
13. God damn it.
What two cast members have appeared on The Hills?
I know Tom Sandoval did.
There's one for you.
There, I didn't know there was another one.
There is another one.
See, the thing is, the Hills. I'm trying to. A lot of them did acting, so I'm trying to.
The Hills is a reality show, I think.
Can you Google if it's a reality show or if it's scripted?
I'm pretty sure it's a reality show.
Okay, I'm good. If it's a
No cheating.
reality show, what?
No cheating.
No, if it's a reality show, he might have been on it because they were at a restaurant. So I'm gonna say Sheena.
You got it.
Okay, I was like, if it's a reality show, they were probably at one of Lisa's restaurants. And I know Sandoval and Sheena worked together before Vanderpump.
All right. All right. You've done pretty good so far. What is Lala's real name?
Lauren. I don't know the last name.
Damn, you got it. You did one better than I did, but you had some. I missed one I shouldn't have.
Wait, which one did I not get?
The year.
The year? Okay.
I like this. We need to do more stuff like this. I want more Survivor trivia.
Well, I should get half a point because they filmed the first
No,
episode in 2012.
no. I should get half a point then for Expedition Robinson.
No.
I got one of the words right. That's the same logic you use there, buddy.
I knew it was like mid 2010s somewhere there because
I knew it was Expedition.
the fashion was so bad. And to watch it back now, it's very questionable choices.
Anyway, we both did pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll have to do this again. It's hard to find Vanderpump trivia though.
You just gotta watch the show.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, next week we should do some more Survivor trivia. But I said I would name the runners up from the first 40 seasons. So go ahead and pull up that list.
Yeah,
This is a
let
very
me
Survivor centric episode.
see. Let's see if this loads. Okay, what season did you watch until?
40.
Okay, this list I found is from 2017, so it only goes up to season 38.
Okay, I can tell you who's
Okay.
39 is the one I actually can't remember.
Well, good, because I don't feel like
All
you're
right.
gonna know their list.
One, Richard Hatch beat Kelly Wigglesworth.
Yes.
Season two, Colby Donaldson was the runner up.
Mm-hmm.
Season three, Kim
Last name?
Johnson.
Yeah.
There was two Kims on that season. There was older Kim and hot Kim, and I couldn't remember which one was which. All right, season was that three? I said season four. Oh shoot, Vesepia beat Nela.
Yeah. I
Nela
don't know
Dennis.
how
It's,
to
it's
pronounce
Helen
the name
spelled
either.
backwards.
What?
It's Helen spelled
Yeah.
backwards. Neela Dennis.
Mm-hmm.
Season five was Clay Holmes. No, Clay Clay Jordan.
Yeah.
Clay Jordan. Season six, the runner up, it was that would have been Amazon. So that would have been Matthew Von something. I don't know how
I'm
to
giving
pronounce
it
it.
to you because I don't know how to say that
I don't know how
last
to
name
pronounce it.
either.
Matthew Vaughn. Okay, season seven would have been Lil. Scoutmaster Lil.
Lillian Morris.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nine is tough.
You're on eight.
Eight. We're at eight. That was Boston Rob.
Yeah.
Nine. Oh, nine. It was Chris Daughtry. He beat it was a girl. What's her name? Oh, I used to know all this. I used to know all this. I'm
This
struggling.
is not Chris Daughtry from Daughtry.
Said that right.
This is a different guy.
What is her name? I can't think of her name. Twyla. Twyla Tanner.
Yep.
10 was that was what season was 10? That would have been Katie Gallagher.
Yep.
11 was Stephanie LaGrossa.
Okay.
12 is Danny DeLorenzen.
Mm-hmm.
13, this is our first final three. That would be Becky and Ozzy, I think. Becky,
Becky is not listed, but Ozzy is.
Ozzy, is it just one runner up on it? Did it say just one runner up?
From this, it just lists Ozzy.
Okay, well there was two. It was Becky something and Ozzy Luss. It was a final three. 14 was also a final three. And it was Dreams was his name. Is that what it says on there?
It says Dreams. It doesn't have like an
Okay, Cassandra
actual
didn't get any
name.
votes. That's why she's not there. What about 14, 15 was China. That was Courtney and Amanda. Amanda was the runner up. Amanda Kimmel was the runner up. 16, Amanda was also the runner up.
Yeah.
We played back to back seasons, made it to the end back to back. 17 was Gabon. That would have been no, right? Yeah, Bob Crowley won. Is that what it says? Or does it just say
Yeah.
runner up? So that would have been Susie. I don't know her last name in Sugar.
Yeah.
18 is Token Teens. That's Stephen Fishback.
Mm-hmm.
19 is Russell Hantz and Mick. 20 is Parvati, Shallow, and Russell Hantz again.
Yeah.
21, I think it's Chase Rice.
There's two listed.
Okay, then two people tied. It was one of
Chase
them,
is
Chase
one of
Rice,
them.
Florida Georgia line. And I can picture him. It's a guy. It's what's his name? I didn't study this. You can tell. I said I could do it, so I just went. I didn't look it up. What's his name?
This is a nickname, not
I know it is.
an actual
I know it is. Mick was on 19, so it couldn't be Mick. I don't know the other guy's name. I can't think of it.
stash.
Dash, yeah. Yep. He tried to allegedly tried to pay for somebody's house with the money and to get a vote. And they allegedly he was disqualified, but they kept him in the game. Allegedly.
All alleged.
Yeah. All right. What do we got?
Scene
22.
22.
That would be one vote for Philip Shepard, no votes for Natalie Tenorelli.
Okay.
Nat 10 was that's her Nat 10, I think is what they called her somewhere. She was kind of the hot girl in the season that Rob drug around because she would do whatever he said.
Okay.
23 would have been Coach Benjamin Wade, if you will, and Albert.
Yep.
I don't know Albert's last name.
Distrayed.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get that.
Something
Uh,
like that.
24 was what was 24? Was 24 One World? Chelsea.
Yeah.
It's not Chelsea Meisner, is it?
I'm waiting for your answers to be
Was that?
locked.
I know it's Chelsea. I don't know if her last name is Meisner or not though.
Yeah.
And then Sabrina Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
25 would have been Lisa Whelchel and Michael Skupin.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Whelchel was on Facts of Life, an old sitcom, and Michael Skupin is in jail for child porn.
They went very different ways after they got off the island.
Yes. All right, 20. What are we on? 26?
Yep.
Oh, 26. This is a bad season. That would have been Dawn and Sherry.
You got it.
That's a horrible season. 27 was Woo. No, it wasn't. That's 28. 27 is Monica Culpepper and Jervis Peterson.
Yep.
28 is Woo.
Mm-hmm.
29 is Missy and what's her name? Jacqueline.
Yep.
What are we on 30 now?
Yes.
30 would have been Will and Carolyn.
Yep.
31 would be Jeremy won that. Who did Jeremy beat? Oh, jeez. I just saw this season too. Kelly should have won. She got fourth. Keith, well, no, it wasn't Keith. Keith got fourth. Spencer, Bledsoe, and Tasha Fox.
Yep.
32, Aubrey Bracco, and Ty Trang.
Got it.
Both of them.
Yeah.
33 is Millennials Gen X. Adam beat Ken and Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah Shapiro and Ken Cole.
McNichol.
Nickel. There was a Cole on a different season. We're on 34 Game Changers. That would have
Yeah.
been Sarah won that over Brad Culpepper and Troy Zane Robertson.
Mm-hmm.
35 was who? Devin and Chrissy? Or Ryan and Chrissy?
Yeah, lock in.
I know one of them's Chrissy.
Yes.
Chrissy Hoffbeck. Was it Ryan or Devin? I'm gonna go Devin.
Wrong.
Damn it, it's
It was
Ryan.
Ryan.
Ryan Ulrich. Devin Pinto went out at 4. Damn it. That's the first one I've missed. No, I missed Sash. That's the second one I missed. I've done pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Um, what are we on? 30. I don't know what season we're on.
36.
36, Ghost Island. That was Dom Abate and Laurel something.
Johnson.
Yeah, that's That was a weird one. They tied, and then Laura was the deciding vote, and Laura was the only person in the world that knew for like 6 months who won the show. 37 was David versus Goliath. That was Mike White, Angelina Keeley.
Yeah.
38 was Edge of Extinction. That would have been Gavin Rosenberg. No, Julie Rosenberg and Gavin Whitsitt or something.
Mm-hmm. Those and those that was the last season. Those
Okay.
wasn't
Well,
updated on.
40 was Natalie Anderson and Michelle Fitzgerald. 39, it was Tommy Sheehan won. He beat Nora and Dean Kowalski was who it was. Okay, cool. I got
I'm
them
gonna
all.
check you on those because I pulled up another list.
39 is Dean Kowalski and Nora Solomon or something.
Yep. Then 40.
40 was Natalie and Michelle. I know that one.
Yeah.
Because Natalie shouldn't have got it. Michelle should have got votes. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty impressed with myself. That was a lot of thinking I had to do there.
The most thinking you've done in a while,
Yeah,
bro.
really. That's more thinking I did in school.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Well,
goes back.
maybe not. Don't say that.
It's true.
It's very questionable.
I'm kind of impressed with myself. That was pretty good.
Well, you knew you could do it. That's why you wanted me to pull up a
I know.
list.
I didn't know. I thought I could do it. I didn't know if I actually could.
You only missed two.
Yeah, and they were very. Who would I miss? I missed Sash and I missed
Ash and Devin. Or,
Devin.
well,
Yeah,
you said Devin, but it was actually Ryan.
and I've seen that season multiple times too.
Well, any other Survivor stuff you want
I
to
guess it's
mention?
a Survivor heavy episode.
We should just
Um,
title it the Survivor episode,
yeah,
honestly. We didn't talk about anything else.
yeah. Bring some more Survivor trivia next week. This is fun.
If I have time, I'm not gonna promise I'll have time because I did those questions and prep for this
That
episode
takes a while, I think.
at work.
And this took me, I think, 5 minutes to make the questions.
But do you just Google them and read the list or what?
Pretty much.
Okay, because mine, I found the questions online, put them in my notes app, and some of them I actually had to like search for the answer.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it was just like a list of questions, not with answers.
Yeah, I went to Reddit and I found hard Vanderpump trivia. Or good.
Those burned very hard.
They weren't. I didn't think they were going to be that hard. Yours, I'm just so mad I missed that Boston Rob question. I should have got that.
For real. That
That
I
should
feel
have
like
done that.
that was one of the more obvious
I
ones.
know. Well, it was him or Parvati.
I think on the list, Parvati was the second.
And Ozzy's third, Cerie's fourth.
I didn't scroll all the way down. I
Yeah.
really just looked for Rob and I saw Parvati was under.
Oh, that's another thing we could do maybe next week is top 10 days played or something. Here we go. We got a tie ball game here. 5-5 in the third. About time Nato did something.
Okay, Jag is watching the Cardinals game
Not
as
watching it.
it's
It's on in the
happening,
background.
so he will shout out random
Yeah,
things
it's become a thing.
happening.
It's a background thing. I'm not watching it. It's on in the background.
You have to be watching it to know what's
I
going on and
I
say
looked
out
up.
loud what's happening.
I looked up.
So you watched it for a split second.
Oh gosh.
I'm just correcting you.
Man, now, talking about Survivor so much makes me want to start watching it again. That show used to be so good. It's not good anymore, but I don't know if I can tell you what I do. 1 through 40, I could probably I don't know who Erica beat in 41. So we're gonna stop there.
I clicked out the tab, so I don't have that
We're
answer.
gonna we're gonna stop there anyway because I can't think of any other. My brain is worn out. That was a lot of names to go through.
You did it to yourself. You wanted to do that.
No, I just like to because I can. Yeah. All right. We're gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna wrap it up with some pop culture stuff that Emily talks about. We're back. We didn't really go anywhere, but we're back. What do you got in pop culture, Emily?
We got some.
Double play from Mason Wynn. Sorry.
That was sports. That was not pop culture, Jack.
Oh, never mind. He was safe
But
for
speaking of sports, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, Big news in the Taylor Swift world.
They broke up.
No,
Well,
this hat honestly doesn't really have
she
anything
got
to do
her
with.
rights to her records back.
That's exactly what it is. She bought her own original masters again. Guess how much she bought them for?
$12.
No, a
12
lot more than that.
a billion.
No, but I mean, she is a billionaire, so she could easily afford to buy them back. It was estimated at $360 million.
Jeez.
And a lot of her fans were expecting her to announce Reputation Taylor's version at the AMAs, which we talked about.
Didn't go.
Yeah, pretty much no celebrities went to the AMAs. So she did come out and say that she does not plan on releasing Reputation Taylor's version, mainly because she was in a certain headspace when she wrote and made that record. She said she's not even a quarter way done with re-recording it and does not plan to actually release it.
Hmm.
In my opinion, she doesn't have to redo the album because she now owns the original.
Right. But it
So
just change like one note and it becomes Taylor's version.
she could change one lyric and have everything stay the same and still have it be Taylor's version.
Doesn't she change the words of songs all the time?
I don't know. I
You
don't
know who
listen.
used to do that a lot? Change the words of the songs? Jimmy Buffett in concerts.
Well, that's in concerts. That's not actually being
Oh,
released.
because my grandparents were telling me he was really hard to sing along with because he would just throw out random names. Like in Margarita,
Yeah.
he says maybe there's a woman to blame,
Hmm.
and he would blame it on a woman. He would just say a woman's
Yeah.
name.
Well, Jimmy Buffett, love him, R.I.P. Most of his songs were just him kind of like talking. He
Margarita
wasn't.
is not.
Margaritaville is like one exception, but most of it, it's just him kind of like spitting shit.
Yeah, cheeseburger in paradise. I like mine with lettuce and tomato, Heinz 57,
Yeah.
and French fry.
It's definitely like he got high and wrote that and thought, this is a banger.
They were great. One of his
They
last
were.
performances, I don't
He
know why I
wasn't
know.
wrong.
One of his last performances, he played with the Beach Boys at 4th of July for PBS in front of the White House. Came
Hmm.
out barefoot singing with the Beach Boys. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Who was the drummer that day?
I know John Stamos has played with
You
them.
got it. Uncle Jesse.
Was it? Okay, I didn't know if
Uncle
he
Jesse.
was the full-time drummer or not.
Do you think Uncle Jesse is Uncle Jesse or is he John Stamos to you?
He's John Stamos.
He's Uncle Jesse to me.
I never really watched Full House.
That show holds up. Oh, I got something.
Okay.
We talked about old TV shows we watched growing up.
Yeah.
I got bored the other day and I was scrolling through
That's never
TikTok.
good.
And this is, you remember I said I had something I wanted to talk about, but I forgot what it was?
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb is back
Yeah, there isn't it only on
today.
Disney Plus?
Today, it's back today. The new episodes are out today. Well, they had a premiere party out in LA or somewhere. And Phineas and Ferb had some damn good music in it.
Is it Ashley Tisdale?
Ashley Tisdale, she's in it. Yeah. Did you see this?
I saw the videos of her singing.
Her and Vincent Martella and Olivia Dolan. No, that's not her name. Olivia Dolan. No, what's her name? Olsen. I went to high school with Olivia Dolan.
Dang, you just name dropped a random girl.
I did. She was cool. She's a swimmer. Her brother was like a
Okay,
board.
you don't need to give
Anyway,
away like her social security or everything.
Olivia Olsen, she played Vanessa.
Okay.
They sang Busted live together. That was pretty cool. That was really cool. You remember that song?
No, the only videos I saw, it was just Ashley Tisdale singing. It wasn't
Well, they did. They had the guy that sing the original singer of Perry the Platypus.
okay.
They had There's a platypus controlling me. You know that one? There's a Pledge to
Yeah,
Kill Me's underneath the table. There's that one. There was the busted one that her and Ashley Tisdale and Olivia sang together. That was pretty cool. And then it was the Get You Goo.
yeah.
Her and
I saw
Vincent
that one.
sang that one together. That was pretty cool. That was a really cool thing to see.
Yeah.
And all the
It was
comments were
like
like,
a full concert for them just singing
yeah, just the
songs
hits.
from the show.
A band we saw in concert was there.
We've only seen one band.
No, we've seen a bunch of bands.
Well, we've mainly the one at concert we went to was
Three bands in
Green
that.
Day. What?
There was three bands there.
Well, it was Rancid, the
Rancid,
Linda Lindas, and Green Day.
Green Day, and one of those bands was at the Phineas and Ferb music show.
Loki, I hope it was
It
Rancid.
was not Rancid.
I'm like hearing Ruby Soho
At a
when
Phineas and Ferb
it's a
concert,
Phineas and Ferb premiere would be amazing.
that would have been cool. No, it was the Linda Lindas. They
Yeah.
came out and sang something. I didn't like them. I really didn't.
So
They're
Kent,
like 14. They're kids.
they are, but there are young bands out there that are good.
Oh, I'm not saying they're not, but I didn't.
Speaking speaking of the Linda Lindas, the New York Underground Punk Rock Club, CBGBs, is reopening for a anniversary party, and they're having a bunch of punk bands play again. It's been closed for a long time.
What did that have to do with the Linda Lindas?
They're playing the
Oh,
shows. They're they're playing because I guess they're considered punk, so they're having a lot of bands play this like reopening show. So they're playing. I actually have to look at who else is there, but I was hoping that they would have like Blondie come back because they got really big there, or Joan Jett. She might
love
be
Joan
playing.
Jett.
I'm not sure. I would have to pull up who's listed. But
Something funny. You mentioned
uh,
Joan Jett. I was
what?
working the other day and I said something about a Joan Jett song. And this guy said something about the only one he knew was "Hit Me with Your Best Shot," and I walked away. And I thought about it. I was like, "That's Pat Benatar." And I come back. I was like, "That was
Yeah.
Pat Benatar." He goes, "Yeah, I realized it as soon as I said it."
I heard that song two times on the radio today
But it
within
was funny
15
because we
minutes.
both like a couple minutes later it clicked. I was like, "Wait, that's not Joan Jett." I mean, they're similar,
Yeah.
both badass guitar players.
Well, Pat Benatar doesn't really play guitar. Her husband does.
She played something
She sings.
anyway.
Either way, both badass women.
Yes.
But talk about show premieres. Love Island USA came out, and there is already controversy
Oh boy.
with one of the contestants. Yelissa Escobar was kicked off around 18 minutes into the second episode
Oh, second episode. I thought you were gonna say
by,
that.
by the producers. She was not voted out. She was kicked off by the producers because apparently a scandal came out and it said that she said a racial slur.
On the show.
Not on the show that I've heard. I've heard it was somewhere like a leaked video of her saying it. And it was kind of very hidden that she was kicked off. Most people did not realize it because the narrator kind of hid it when it was announced. She kind of very casually said, Yulissa is no longer here, and just continued like nothing happened. And most people did not realize she was gone until the end of the episode when they showed everybody that was left.
There was a girl on the challenge probably 8 years ago. Maybe a little longer. She's on Vendettas. And turned out somebody had a restraining order on the show against her that they found out afterwards, like after casting, after they had already been on the island.
Oh,
Because they show her, I don't remember her name, but she was from some show. And yeah, they showed her, like, they popped the graphic up, lower third for her. and that was it. And they never showed her again. They never mentioned it. Nothing. She was just
Cool.
gone. I can't remember her name.
Since Love Island came out, apparently love is in the air because Josh Allen and his fiancee Haley
Yeah, married.
Steinfeld got married. The paparazzi photos came out, and that's how it was announced. There was really no official article or announcement. I'm TMZ is basically everywhere, so I'm assuming the photos came from TMZ, but it did look like a very nice wedding. It was not really announced publicly that they were getting married
Good.
at any certain time. It was kind of like a random pop-up thing. And more love, Jojo Siwa and Chris Hughes, who were both on Big Brother,
Yep. I was gonna mention.
are official now. They are dating.
Hey, do you know
They're
who Faith Stowers is from Vanderpump?
what?
Faith Stowers from Vanderpump.
I I have no idea who that is.
Oh, well, she was on the challenge. I was trying to figure out something, but I found that
She
instead.
might have been like a very background character.
Maybe. So
But
JoJo is dating guys now, apparently.
yeah, that is the question because Jojo Siwa came out as lesbian and then it broke up with her girlfriend at the after party of
That was messed
Celebrity
up.
Big Brother
That was messed up
because her Jojo and Chris Hughes were seen cuddling
all the time.
on national TV, and that's when the rumors started that they were dating. And then after the show, they kind of came out and were like, oh, she's like a little sister to me. Like, it's just a very friendly relationship. No one really believed them.
Yeah.
And then the joke is June 1st. June is Pride Month.
Hmm.
They post a photo of them cuddling in bed together.
And they're both very clearly naked.
Yes, he had no shirt on.
She's covered up by the covers.
Yes. It's, I really I don't know what to say about this
So
because
she was on Big Brother. And
Celebrity Big
yeah,
Brother.
Mickey Rourke was flirting with her a whole bunch.
He
And then
was making very
creepy.
bad comments that
Yes,
he should
she
not
got
have
kicked
made.
off the show. And then she peed in a litter box on TV. And that's about all I heard about her on there. And that
I
was,
va- I vaguely remember the litter box
yeah,
situation.
I told you about it. And you said, what the fuck?
Yeah, I did.
Because they
But
showed her. They didn't show it. It's from behind. You can't see anything. But she's squatting over a litter box, a cat's litter box. It was like she was with a cat suit. It was a punishment. And she took
okay,
that.
as a punishment,
No,
that's
the punishment was not to pee in the litter box. The cat suit, it was a part of, you know how Big Brother does punishments where you have to dress up?
I've never really watched it
Okay.
because it's
Well,
not.
they've done punishments like this forever, where you had to, Nicole Franzel had to dress up like the entire time she was on there. She played 3 times. She's dressed up in a Christmas tree costume and other things. For this punishment, from what it looked like JoJo had to wear a cat suit, which is normal. And they made it seem like she was living in a cat world. It was a punishment. She
Okay.
used the actual bathroom. And her and this other guy, I don't know who the other guy was. It could have been the guy she was flirting with. He did it first and then buried it. And then she goes over there and she's like half naked. She's wearing like half the cat suit, half not a cat suit, and she's peeing in the litter box.
Did they make that part of the punishment?
No,
Why would they have a litter box
it was
there?
just part of the set. I'll send you the video.
Okay, I don't want to see the video.
You can't see anything in it. It's just
Don't send that to me.
you don't see anything in it.
I'm not gonna watch it. Anyway, apparently she's bisexual, straight. I'm not really sure. She hasn't said anything else
Yeah,
since that photo was
just pees
posted.
in litter boxes now.
I don't know. Maybe she thinks she's a cat. I don't
I
know.
think she thought it was funny.
Probably.
She's
I
laughing
feel like
really hard at it. She's not drunk. She's just having fun.
I do think
I thought it was pretty funny. I thought it was weird, but I thought it was pretty funny.
I think sometimes I go back and forth on this, but she's been on the internet and reality TV for so long. She knows how to piss people off and get headlines. So I think half of the things she does is for attention and to keep her name relevant.
Yeah, she absolutely does. And she
She
knows
definitely knows what to do to get
she's
people talking.
she's very smart.
Yes.
She knows what
Lady
she's doing.
Gaga performed at Tadum, the Netflix event that was going on, where they premiered and talked about a bunch of new movies and shows coming out on Netflix. Lady Gaga performed a few songs. Jenna Ortega was on stage with
I like
her.
her.
Be- yes, Jack, we all know you you love Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega.
And in season one of Wednesday, which is basically the highest anticipated Netflix show that will be coming out soon. Turns out Lady Gaga is going to be making a cameo on Wednesday. It was thought that Lady Gaga would because her song Bloody Mary was used in season one when the famous TikTok Wednesday dance came out.
I have
So
zero clue what you're talking about. I just know I like Jenna Ortega.
yeah,
I
and you send me a TikTok. I'm assuming it's JoJo in the litter box.
Yeah, it is. You can't see anything in it. It's a side angle.
I'm not gonna open that
It's
right
not
now,
vulgar or anything.
but
From the official Celebrity Big Brother page, so they wouldn't post anything like that.
I hope not.
No, they wouldn't. I mean,
Anyway, Lady Gaga is confirmed to be playing a role in Wednesday season two. She's playing a teacher, Rosaline Rotwood, who is a famous teacher at the academy Wednesday attends. And they did premiere the first 6 minutes of Wednesday season two. It does look very good. I'm gonna watch it. I watched season one.
I have not seen it.
It's very good.
I actually the only thing I've seen with Jenna Ortega in it was that movie you made me watch.
But
The one we went and saw at B&B.
oh,
We drove
the
like an hour to go
Be-
see it.
Beetlejuice too.
Yeah.
We could have gone to any other movie theater, but we went to that certain one
We're
because
certain
you have connections.
have friends there. We know all you guys know them all. You know who I'm friends with from the movie theater.
Yeah.
Most of
Coldplay
them have been
singer.
on I think they've all been on here actually.
Most of them, I
All the
think.
ones I'm friends with from B&B have been on here.
Yeah.
None of them work there anymore.
You don't have any connections now.
Got one still there.
They'll count. I'll count it.
I don't see her. I don't talk to her very much anymore. But she's still there.
Coldplay singer Chris Martin and actress Dakota Johnson have broken up after 7 years.
I'm devastated.
They've been together for a long time, which this seemed kind of unexpected. They did kind of separate for a little while and then got back together. But I mean, how long would you stay with someone without like proposing to them?
I don't know. Depends on the situation. It depends on where you're at. I mean, we got friends that have been together for a long time, but they're not getting married anytime soon because they're not financially there, or
They're
they're
the
still in college, or they're still. It depends. If you're 35 and have a full-time job and a house and everything, a place to live, maybe a
well
year,
that
2 years.
is the situation. Dakota there is a 10-year age gap. Dakota Johnson is mid 30s. Chris Martin, I believe, is close to 50. He's around 46, 47.
How long have they been together?
7 years.
Oh, yeah, that's a little long.
Yeah,
We
and
have
crazy.
friends. We have friends that have been in relationships that long, but they're also still in college.
Yeah, they are young and trying to find a job. These people were full-time jobs and make millions. It's a very different situation from the people we know.
Well, I know a lady and her boyfriend. They've been together 35 years. They're not married and they don't live together.
That's also their decision.
They love each other very much.
You don't have to be married to be happy.
No.
But for me, if I was with someone for 7 years and we were both stable,
Yeah.
I, I'd be questioning like, where's a diamond?
Well, I know this other guy. I don't see him anymore, and his wife or his girl found out. Everybody thought that he loved this lady so much. You could tell just how much he loved her by the way he looked at her. And she died from brain cancer, unfortunately, about a year ago. Nice lady, but she died, and he moved back to Cincinnati. But they were never married. They were together for like 25 years. They were never married, and you
Mm,
could tell just by looking at her how much he loved her. So it doesn't.
yeah,
I think some people just don't want the formality of being married.
yeah.
Which I guess is their thing. But he was a really good guy. Still is. Just haven't seen him in a while.
Well, speaking of possibly not so good guys, people are buying Sydney Sweeney's bathwater.
Yeah, I saw that. That's weird. I saw that on the news.
So
That's weird.
the origins of this
It's in
is,
soap. They're making it into soap.
well, not her bathwater is not fully in the soap. The soap has about a few drops of her bathwater.
So weird.
This is the origins of it.
What are they
Sydney,
charging for it?
$8.
Okay, that's reasonable.
I thought it was going to be a lot more, but
Dr.
I
Squash, right?
can I get to the origin of this?
Sorry, I get excited.
So, Sydney Sweeney was doing ads for Dr. Squatch, and the ad was of her in a bathtub. And of course, all of these creepy guys were talking about how they wanted her bathwater.
So weird.
So they're pulling a publicity stunt and making a lot of money because they are making a soap bar out of her bathwater with only a few drops of her bathwater. It's not fully just water that she was in. They're only selling 5,000 bars and it's called Bathwater Bliss. It officially goes on sale June 6th and buyers are only limited to one bar
That's so weird.
and each one costs $8, which for Sydney Sweeney having her name on it,
It's not bad.
I thought it would be honestly thought it was going to be like $15.
What has she been in that I would have seen?
That you would have seen? Good question.
I know she's in Euphoria. I know she's naked in Euphoria for like half the show.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Euphoria is a good show. It's just taking so long for them to actually make another season. That you would have seen literally nothing.
I've seen like an episode of Euphoria.
I mean, I can list the stuff she's been in,
I
but
bet you I've never heard of any of it.
anyone but you.
Nope. Oh, I've heard of that. That's new, right?
It came out 2 years ago.
That's a comedy, right?
It's a comedy rom-com
No, that's not what I
situation.
thought it was then.
Immaculate, which is a horror movie. I believe she and her ex fiance produced Madame Reb, which was the Marvel movie that apparently did not do very well. She was in season one of The White Lotus, The Handmaid's Tale.
I only know White Lotus because Mike White and a handful of Survivor people have been on it. Kara Kay was on it. Angelina was on it. Um, Somebody else was on it. I'm surprised Lauren O'Connell hasn't been on it yet.
She was in a movie called Eden,
Nope.
which it looks like she was a side character, so not a main person. she was in a movie I watched called Reality, which was based off of a fully true story that, if I get it right, it was a CIA agent that had allegedly some kind of Russian interference with the 2016 election, and basically the FBI was trying to raid her house. And all the cool thing about it was they didn't write any lines because everything they said in the movie came from the actual body cam footage and voice recordings
Well,
of what happened.
I couldn't even tell
So
you what the last movie I watched was.
she is also going to be in a film about Christy Martin, which
She dyed her
I
hair
think
for.
it was a female boxer.
Oh yeah, yeah. She dyed her hair and got all jacked for it.
Yeah, and as of now, the movie is untitled, but I'm assuming from the timeline of when they filmed it, which I believe was sometime last year, I would predict it comes out later this year.
Yeah,
But as of now, it's untitled.
I remember hearing about that.
She is a very good actress.
Is she?
Yeah, she's really good. And I honestly feel bad that people just act like she's not and that she's just some sex symbol. Because she
I
is
mean,
really good.
she has become one, but
She has, but it's
she's
like,
selling her damn bathwater.
you know how many people do that? Or how many people wish they could?
How many people on OnlyFans
Also,
do?
don't blame her. Blame
No,
the
I don't.
guys that are
I don't
actually
blame her for it at
buying
all.
it.
It's the same people that sell their used underwear.
Because let's be honest, if people weren't going to buy it, she wouldn't be
No,
making it.
it's the same people that fart in a jar and sell it. It's the same people. It's the same people that sell they sell used underwear.
Yeah.
Some
I mean,
people,
it's a
I
really
don't know.
like it's a 50-50 responsibility thing because
Yeah.
she's making it because she knows people are gonna buy it.
What's like some people, some like OnlyFan models and porn stars and stuff, you can pay them a bunch of money. I don't know where I saw this on the news or something.
Yeah, I want to know where you get this
I,
information.
I I don't know where I got this information, but you can buy an OnlyFans model a pair of underwear. They'll wear it and they'll send it to you, but you got to pay a stupid amount of money for it.
I think that's only certain people that do
Yeah,
that.
certain people do that. I don't know if there's a website for it or it's just like a thing
Oh,
they.
I'm sure there's some website you can
You
go
know what
to.
they're called? They're what are they called? Chat websites? What do you call them? The porn cam girls.
Okay,
Cam
they
girls.
do it. Honestly, I feel like
That's a lot of
most
cam girls on OnlyFans models.
most women, if they were offered like $200 for like a pair of underwear, they do it.
Yeah, I couldn't blame you for it.
I mean, you're making money.
And you can go buy some
Honestly,
more.
good for you. If you're doing that for a living, good for you.
Yeah, really.
I give you a round of applause for that.
Yeah, and some people sell socks. They sell their used socks. Some weirdos like feet.
Yeah.
If the market's there, why not, right?
I mean,
All right, we need to stop before we get too deep into this.
honestly, good for you. Because if you're doing that and people are willing to buy it, go ahead. I'm not judging.
We got to stop. We're gonna go way too deep into this, and we're
I'm
we're
done. I'm done.
we're
I'm
this
done.
will be a 2 hour conversation, and we don't need to talk about 2 hours about porn stars selling clothes.
Okay, you would make it 2 hours. I can go 30 minutes.
That's not much better. But
Well,
yeah,
I'm thinking about it from a business standpoint.
so was I.
You were the one that was like, oh, this is how it works.
I
These are
don't
the
know. I've
people
never
that
seen
do
it. I
it.
just know that you can do it. I
I
don't know.
don't,
I heard it on Riz or something.
I'm sure. Oh, they've definitely talked about it.
Yeah, don't make me sound worse than I am.
I I'm gonna stop right there.
It was podcast research. All
You
right,
didn't research
we're,
shit.
we gotta take it home. We
Okay,
gotta take
wrap
it
it
home.
up. Wrap it up.
We gotta take it home. All right, that's all we got. We're gonna try to get some old friends back on. We got some cool ideas thinking. At the moment, it's just us for a while. But we may have some wrestlers coming on. I don't know. We'll see if they respond to me. They said they would do it, so we'll see if we can set something up. Might be a
We'll
while.
figure it out.
Yeah, it'll be all good. We'll figure something out. If not, it's just us, then that's fine. Next week we'll be back. I don't know what day yet. I don't know what day today is, so
Today is Thursday.
it's Thursday. Okay. Hopefully we can have a consistent schedule coming soon. We'll see. It just depends. Every week's different with us, so we're trying to have a consistent schedule. So it'll be either we'll tell you this, it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. It'll be uploaded.
Yes, we will keep you updated. Check
Yeah.
our Instagram and we will post when we have a new episode coming.
We will.
Yes, I will take care of that.
I didn't know we were gonna do that. Okay,
I'll
cool.
make that my job.
Okay. You're finally gonna run the social media again.
Yeah,
Year and a half after you said you would.
I did it at the beginning.
You did 2 posts.
I did a few. We don't need to get into this. We only got a few minutes left.
All right, that's about all we got. Next week, I don't know what's coming next week. We'll see what happens in the world of wrestling and sports and pop culture and oh, the Oilers are up 1-0. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
we'll
left
have an
Dryside
update on that next week.
they left Dryside wide open. Oh,
Yeah,
last thing I'm gonna say about Phineas and Ferb again. I got down a wormhole of it. That show holds up. Like, honest to God, it holds up. It's a good show.
I haven't watched it since it was on TV.
I watched a little bit. I watched a couple episodes and I watched one of the movies or two of the movies. I was bored. I had some time to kill. And they're only like 45-minute movies, of like an hour 20. They're short. So I watched two of them and I was like, this is a pretty good show.
Oh, okay. I'll
Being a
take
grown
your word
adult
for it.
watching a kid's show, it holds up.
I'll be honest, Hannah Montana really doesn't, but it's still
No.
kind of fun.
Good Luck Charlie holds up.
Oh yeah.
Wizards holds up. Zack and
We've
Cody.
already talked about this on multiple
Oh, have
episodes.
we?
I feel like we can skip.
All right. On that note, that's it for us. We'll see y'all next week.